Good time of day, dear colleagues. Right now, I'm offering you a quick review of the lecture, which is called Формування та розвиток комунікативних умінь, сприймання на слух та усної взаємодії, практичний аспект. So probably these were the only words you will hear from me in Ukrainian. So let's continue. Of course, before coming straight to the lecture, I would like you to think a little bit of one quotation. You can see it on the screen. So, do you agree? Speak in such a way that others love to listen to you, and listen in such a way that others love to speak to you. So, I agree and I believe that both listening and speaking are interconnected, and teaching kids these two skills is very important. But of course, when you come to teaching, you have to face some challenges, and my task in the lecture that you're about to watch, or to learn, to listen to, is to tell you how to overcome these challenges, how to work with some exercises, how to teach kids online. So let's quickly look at the contents of the lecture. So, as you can see, there are 11 points. All of them are devoted to dealing with listening and speaking. And I'm coming to point number 1. But again, I'm reminding you that it is just a quick review. So there will not be given any wide explanations. To learn more, you definitely have to go and look through the PowerPoint presentation that I have already prepared for you. So, listening and how to teach listening skills. Probably it's not a big question to answer. What do we have to do? Just turn on the audio and do some exercises and everything will be okay. But of course, there are some strategies that you must go through. Let's quickly look at them. So, number 1, pay attention. Secondly, practice active listening. What is active listening? If you want to know, don't forget to look into my PowerPoint presentation. So, listen for keywords, make it explicit, model, of course, practice, and that's it. Okay, so when we begin teaching, or even when we have been teaching for quite a long time, there are still mistakes that we can make. We are teaching the kids, but probably we should be doing something differently. So let's look at the most widespread mistakes which you should avoid when teaching listening. I will not be reading, there will be a list of them, you will just look at them and we will move on. Okay, so another question that you might always wanted to answer is how to make your course book listening tasks more effective. Well, that is the question that has to be answered right now. And of course, I have prepared a list of tips and even some examples. But again, I'm reminding that the examples are in the lecture itself, not in this motivation video. So, what can you do to get the most of the listening tasks that you have in the book? So, of course, warm up. Listen for the main idea. Listen for detail. Focus on grammar. Focus on language and talk about it. Don't let the listening exercises like whoop, and that's it. Okay? So the next point is how to warm up. It's very important, and again, I have prepared some warm-up exercises for listening, so with the explanations, with the examples, which you will find in the lecture. So, listening activities for online lessons. And here I have some questions that you will have to answer. So, what listening activities can be done during the lessons? Take a minute, write down. Maybe you have been using some of them, maybe not. I don't know yet. Okay? So, I hope you have paused the video and now you have started watching it again. So, mine are questions, a dictogloss, switch photo, jigsaw listening, a film clip, and a song. And now, guys, like the students, you have a short task. So please match the types of the activities and the aims that they have. Okay, hopefully you got them right. Again, please pause the video and when you're ready, just continue playing. So let's see the answers now. I do believe and I hope that you have got it right, and I will be happy to tell you that this is the end of part 1 of the lecture, which was devoted to listening, and all the answers for the questions that you might have received while watching this short video you will find in the lecture itself. So let's look at me again. Hi guys, and the next part of the lecture that I would like to talk about is speaking. When I started teaching, speaking was like a bit of a challenge for me because I always thought that kids would not want to speak. They could have problems while speaking, how to overcome them. But I just didn't look at one point, which is very important. So, what makes a good speaker? To me, in the beginning, a good speaker was a person that didn't make any mistakes, spoke fluently, was alive, so to say. But it is very important. Try to think, what should we be teaching? Only grammar and pronunciation, or maybe something else? I have got 4 points in my list. Maybe you've got more, and maybe you've got the same points. Again, I'm offering you to pause the video for some moment and then check. So, checking. And mine are the things that we also, as teachers, we have to teach children, not just to open their mouth and pronounce the words. Yeah, this is what we have to teach them. Communicative competence, how to behave, what to do, yes? We have to teach them speaking as a set of competencies, how to use discourse and organization of message. So what to say and when to say. And of course, we have to give them an opportunity to do restricted and free speaking. Okay, of course, when teaching speaking, there are some principles. And I would also like to pay attention that in a second or in a minute, you will see a list, you will see a slide which shows you some of the principles, but to learn more about them, you have to use the lecture itself, the whole lecture, not just this motivation video. So, as you can see, there are some principles like creating situations which are realistic to students, making an unfearful class. Why is it important? Why shouldn't kids be afraid to speak? Why? So, how to engage all the students, how to support the qualities of spoken language, what types of activities to use, personalized speaking topics, how to do it. If you want more examples, again, my lecture is waiting for you. So, how to teach conversational English? What is a conversational English? What is it? Is it a slang? Is it the language that people use just in everyday life? If you want to know, you can address, my lecture. So, but generally, there are some ways to do it. And right now, I am showing them. Again, unfortunately for you, no explanation in this video, but just a quick overview of what you can do and how you can teach the conversational English. Of course, kids like games, and it is a very good idea to teach them speaking while playing some games. I have prepared like a set of speaking games for the lessons. You can see their names on the screen, but the explanation and the examples are given in the lecture itself. Of course, the next question you always come up with is how to make them speak, how to get them speaking, how to get your students speaking. Well, the answer to this question is right on the screen, but again, there are some moments that you have to take into consideration and just look at them in bigger detail. So, how to motivate our learners to speak? You can see a smile on the screen right now, and if you haven't guessed what it means, then look. So, it is a question from me to you. So, how to motivate our learners to speak? I hope that you have some ideas and you are using something, but if you need any help, in my lecture, in the lecture that you're about to learn, you will see, you will find some ways of how to motivate your learners to speak. And finally, I would like you to remember this phrase: I cannot teach anybody anything, I can only make them think. So whatever you are teaching, whatever you are doing at the lesson, remember this thing. And the first thing that you have to teach your students is to think. And of course, I'm sure that you will be lucky in doing this. So I'm really hoping that I have managed to give you a short overview of the lecture. And I really hope that I have managed to get you interested in what I have prepared for you. And of course, if you have any questions, you can contact me, because you can see, you will find my personal details in the end of the lecture that you will learn. So thank you very much for the attention. Goodbye.